Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, B Farm. Thinking right out here in the lab. What I do for you. Oh, I got something nice today. Let's do what we do. Right is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. The message is story for life. I give life lessons. You turn to the receiver. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinking mission. Yeah, and I'm on it. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinkers' way of life, and that's what it is. Through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know that self. My mission is that all right thinkers do just that. So I'm on my grind, give you the things you need to do just that. Know that self. Excuse me. So I asked the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you don't have the answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believes and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows, but knows not that they know, is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my yacht, be true. I just found another quick page of information that this is gonna be like a throw in. I'm just gonna throw this one in. Why? Because it's a quick one pager. So good information though. The title is Right Thinkers. Let's talk about the battle of Set and Heru. It's the battle in you. They call it the Holy War. Why? Good and evil. Maya represents duality. Your choice. Okay? And let's talk about this. This is gonna be fun right quick. Should be a quick lesson. Now, the battle between Heru and Set takes many twists and turns, but this battle is internal. Understand that. Again, symbolically and metaphorically. So this battle takes place. Sometimes one seeming to get the upper hand, and sometimes the other, yet neither one gaining a clear advantage. Okay, they're going back and forth. Now remember the ego as a god is one of the strongest. He rivals Apophis. And Apophis is the biggest, baddest thing going. And he'll give him a go for the money. Why? He like the honey badger. He don't back down. Your ego won't back down. David, his ego didn't give a damn about Goliath. That's what how the ego represents. Okay, that's why. And if you notice, when you ever see the eagle or the falcon or the hawk, when you see them hunting, they go get that fish. They go down there and grab them and keep getting up. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. That's why they recognize your spirit as the falcon or the eagle and the hawk, a bird of prey, ospreys, all those birds. They do work. Okay, land, sea, and air. You can't get away from them. That's the goal. That's the concept. So that's a quick little throw-in lesson right there, a little tidbit. All right, but where we at? Nah, okay, you get the upper hand. Okay, they going back and forth. Okay, yet neither one gained a clear advantage to get a decisive win. Meaning, one day is this, next day is that. You good today, you bad tomorrow. Stuff like that. So you really, that's you going, that's that fight. Okay, imagine the fight. Just understand, get the concept. Now, and at one point, I said, tried to help Heru by what? Catching Set. But due to the pity and the compassion that she felt towards him, she let him go. Now, here is when you show your passion and rage. Heru cut off his mother's head and went off by himself in a frustrated state. What this showing you is, at a certain point in time, you're going to lose it. You're going to out of passion, and it's going to be negative, and you may flip out. Okay, that's normal, but you got to be able to control that. That's what's getting to be better. And what happened is when that point time comes, you have to control yourself then, not do it and then think, if I woulda, coulda, shoulda. It don't work that way. So that's what true self mastery takes you out of that I woulda, coulda, shoulda mode. Why you're not going to act out, you're not going to do the wrong thing. I'm personally getting better at that myself, and it's a lifelong process. Why you never get perfect at it, you never get good at. Why you constantly practicing. This is why doctors never get there. They always practicing. So get the concept. All right. But now when Heru cut off his mother's head, that's a symbolic of saying he took himself out of his wisdom and now he cut off all his knowledge and understanding, so he couldn't do nothing. Watch this. Now, even Heru is susceptible to what? Passion and outbreaks, which lead to what? Performing deeds that one what? Later regrets. This is life lessons. And if you understand them that way, oh, you start getting better. Why? I'm not gonna do what I did before. Why? I'm not that dude I used to be. I tell people I've come a long way from who I used to be to who I am now. Everybody has the right to opportunity to do the same thing for themselves. I want all right thinkers to make that transformation. Why? To be a better you. That's never a bad thing, but it's some things that you have to do to make you a better you. And watch this. So what happened now is when you act out on negative passion, you're going to do something, a regrettable action. But watch this. And what happened? Set found Heru and gouged out his eyes during the fight when he was down and out. And what happened? So now Heru was overpowered by what? Evil, aka Set. And he became blind to the truth, as signified, again, symbolically, by the loss of his eyes. So what happened? Thus, he was unable to what? Do battle by what? Acting with Maya. He lost his balance. He couldn't hold his stuff together. So watch this. So with Set, his power of sight was later what? Restored by who? Heru. They say Hathor. That's the name for it in the Greeks. Her name is Heru, which is his counterpart, his mate. And through her, she's the goddess of what? Passion, love, desire, and fierce power. She's God's eye, okay, who also represents what? The left eye of Ra. She is that fire spitting destructive power of light, which what? Dispels the darkness, blindness of what? Ignorance of your higher self. That's who she represents. Now, his other half, he represents the other half, okay? The eye of Horus, Heru. When the conflict Got this. When the conflict resumed, now he done got his sight back. They put the eye together. He's back in the fight. The two contendants went before the court of the Enoch gods, the company of 9 gods who ruled over creation, headed by Ra. Those are the elements, the 5 elements: Ra, sun, Shu, air, Tafnut, water, Geb, earth, Nut, which is the heaven, and then you got Asar, which is the spirit from God into man, not Adam. Okay, we use Asar, which is a spirit, Set, which is wisdom, which is his wife. Then they get together. They offspring is Heru, which is us, the reincarnation of the Father. But the elements, these are all elements. 9 of them. Oh, don't forget Set and Nephthys. They represented the council. Okay, watch this. Now, okay, 9 gods rule the creation. Now, Set, watch this, promised to end the fight and restore Heru back to the crown, back to the throne, excuse me. And he invited, I gave a lesson about this story right here. He invited Heru over to spend the night, called it, man, he tried to do him. I use that example to tell you homosexuality been going on a long time. Seth tried to do his nephew. Okay, so that's just that unbridled passion that he had. But y'all love for each other. Y'all do it because y'all love it. Now, I ain't getting to that nonsense. But yeah, Seth tried to have sex with his nephew. That show you how he had no control. I'm gonna break that down for you right quick too. Lower nature. Watch this. So he spent the night at the house. But Heru soon found out that Seth had he wanted and he tried to have intercourse with her. There's a story to go with that, but I ain't got time to tell it. But he told his mother, he said, Mom, he tried to do me. All right, I get a chance, I'll tell you the story. Okay, but then what happened? Now, the uncontrolled set also it symbolizes what his unrestricted sexual preferences into perverted activities. Okay, he didn't mind having sex with another man, even his nephew. Therefore, all sexual desires, watch this, should be pursued in what? In accordance with moral and intellectual principles. We got babies having babies, and that's not good. So there's no morals, there's no intellectual principle being done with the sexual exploits that's going on today. But watch this, which dictates what? Rules of prosperity that what? Leads to good health. We have a big health issue with sexually transmitted diseases. Another lesson, I ain't got time for that. But watch this. Now, and a personal, societal, and spiritual order, aka Maya. Now, juxtaposed against this aspect of set uncontrolled sexual potency and desires is who? Haru, your higher self, in what? The form of interphallic, erect penis. He was the god men. Watch this. I gave a lesson about semen retention. Watch how far back this goes. Men who represents not only control of sexual desires, he had the big penis, okay, but it also he also simulated his sexual desires as well. When you look for men and had Hardu in the book, men symbolizes what? The power which comes from sublimation of what? Your sexual energy, aka semen retention. He was proficient in that also. Hello? So everything we doing, and I tell you, ain't nothing new under the sun. So don't think, well, y'all didn't have, yes, he did. Yes, we did. Yeah, we did that too. Again, when I make a statement, please don't try to find the fault or the, no, it's covered. Trust me. So I hate when I gotta say something, I gotta explain and break it down. That's annoying to me sometimes. So trust me, ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing y'all did that's new. So get the understanding, young people. I ain't saying that to do nothing but just to give you the truth. It's a fact. Moving on. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Now, through more trickery, watch this, treachery, excuse me, and deceit, which is what the ego is, Set attempted to destroy Heru with what? With the help of the Enoch by lying, by tricking them into what? Believing that Heru was not worthy of the throne, by claiming to he had sex with him. Asar, watch this, sent letters. You do know Asar is dead, right? But he sent letters to the Enoch, all right, pleading with the Enoch to do what? The right thing. Sound like Spike Lee. Okay, but Heru, as the son of Asar, us, should be what? Rightful heirs to the throne, which is our father. Okay? We should sit on the throne of who? Ourselves. We control our destinies. And watch this. All but two of the Enoch agreed because Heru, they said, was too young to rule. Okay? Asar, they sent, what's this? A second letter, a scroll, papyrus, with their message, reminding them what? That even they cannot escape judgment. Remember, he's the king of the dead. He sits and wait for everybody to come through. For though, what's this? For their deeds. Everybody's going to be judged. and they will be judged in the end when they have to finally go to the west, which is where he resides, the abode of what? The dead. He's the king, his throne. They got to come through him. So he did, again, nepotism go a long way. And watch this. This what? This signifies that even the gods cannot escape judgment for their deeds, since all that exists is only a what? Manifestation of who? The absolute's reality, which what? Goes beyond time and space. That which is in the realm of time and space, which is humans, spirits, gods, angels, netters, are what? Are all bound by this law. Following the receipt was this of the scroll letters from Asar, Heru was what? Crowned king of Egypt. When okay, they said when Jesus got baptized, Father God came out and said, "That's my son, and him I'm well pleased." That's what Asar did to the Enoch. That's my son. You better do right by him, or I won't be pleased. So, watch this. Set accepted the decision. And watch this. Made peace with Heru, for real. And know what his penalty was for the transgressions? He got to fight Apophis off every night for Ra. Okay, I got a picture of that somewhere, but yeah, that's his job with the fighter. And remember, watch this. Now, all gods, what happened? Rejoice, a big party, and thus ends the legend of Asar set in Heru. The resurrection of Asar and his reincarnation in the form of Heru is what? A symbol for the resurrection, watch this, which must occur in the life of every human being, aka me and you. In this manner, the story of the Sarin Trinity, Asar, Set, and Haru, and the Egyptian Ennead holds what? Hitting esoteric teachings, which is what? Which, when you understand the proper and properly practice, daily, will what? Lead to spiritual enlightenment. That I guarantee. Why? That's what I did. That's what I know. So I said in the time, in the truth, I said is the true heroine in the entire myth relating to who? Asar. She saved him twice. Okay. She revived him to get him pregnant. Okay. She's the bad mama jamma. And she also saved her son, who got killed, stung by one of Set's Scorpios while when he's on his thing when they fighting. Watch this. So the question is, she was, and it was because why? She was the main heroine related to Asar the myth. Why? It was because of Aset's what? Love, devotion, and superior knowledge of who or of how to what? Call the divine name of Ra. That's power. That was this. Heru, the redeemer of what? Righteousness upon what? Earth was resurrected also by his mother Aset because of the power that she possessed to talk and get Ra's attention. Watch this. So Aset, the true heroine, yes, she did that. So watch this. So what was the special nature of this goddess which allowed her to what? Resurrect Asar and Heru? And what is the significance of this resurrection? What relation does it have to people in modern times? I explain to you. That's a war that goes on inside of us as individuals fighting good and evil. And when evil is winning, we're not good people. The first time he sent his daughter down to, I told you the story about that. So he's always been on watch for what? The unrighteous and the evildoers. They're going to be there. Your goal is not to be one of them. Everybody in Egypt didn't want to be set, didn't want to have the eagle running them. Why? They knew and understood. That's why they knew the story. Again, way of life, tradition. They followed it, you live by it, you benefit from it. And today, I live the philosophical concept, so I understand it 100%. And I can tell you without a doubt, it do works. Practice, proficient, get proficient at it, and you'll understand right thinking works too. Religion, philosophy, if you practice it correctly, works too. So I don't put nothing down. I just know I have a way. There's more than one way. I just got mine. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. I'll be back.